get started. Welcome back to another edition of Diamond in the Rough Sports Talk. For today's segment, we have the very talented receiver out of St. Martinville High School, Mr. Cullen Charles. Welcome to Diamond in the Rough Sports Talk.
Hold on. All right, glad to be here.
Absolutely. So tell us, man, you're at a 7-on-7 event. How's that going thus far?
It's going pretty good. We started off slow today. It was cold. Of course, it was cold. The rain played like a major part in how we played. But tomorrow we should come out ready to.
Absolutely. Now, what program is it that you're playing with?
I'm playing with the Bootleggers. I'm playing with the national team.
Wow, elite program. All right, so Cullen, tell us about your route running. It's truly exceptional. Could you tell us some of the things that you have done to get your route running to such an elite level?
Yeah, for me, I like to break down my routes and steps. Coming out my breaks, coming off the line, stacking on top of DB. Yeah, I like process of the routes, to like how the defense plan and how I should run things like that.
Are you there? Can you hear us?
Oh yeah, I can. Y'all heard me?
No, it was a little bit fuzzy.
You want me to repeat it?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Oh yeah, I like breaking up my routes and steps, processes, coming on my break. That plays a part of it. Like, for example, a comeback, I might set a cone up and, coming out the break, like my 1-2, coming back towards the ball, things like that.
Absolutely. Now you mentioned on your comeback. Could you tell us about the importance at the top of your routes? Talk to us a little about that, because I see, you excel at that as well.
Yeah, it's very important at the top of the route. You got to be crisp coming out your route, because, you got a defender right behind you, and he looking at your every move, critiquing. So, you got to make sure your route breaking out your route on time, the ball getting out, because, the quarterback don't have that much time to throw the ball. So, you got to make sure we're on the same page.
Now, tell us about your releases off the line of scrimmage and what exactly determines what specific release that you're going to do. Tell us about that. What goes into that?
Me, I like doing a skip release, because that really shows how the defender playing me. If he playing man, I get a good look of, his body language. And if you're aggressive DB, and that really tells me about what I got to do. And there's another thing like feeling, it just comes to me, like how the defender playing, just that feeling.
Absolutely. Now, what offensive system do you feel complements your skill set the best?
Probably the spread offense, especially as a fast-paced offense. Defenders can adjust to it quick enough. So, constantly calling, passing plays back to back, no huddle. I feel like I excel in that part of the game.
Absolutely. And do you feel more comfortable in the slot or an outside receiver?
Well, I can play both, because, I like to be a dog, go up, get the ball, and playing inside. I like getting dirty with the linebackers and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Absolutely. Kind of like a Jarvis Landry type.
Yes, yes, sir, something like that.
Absolutely. Now, there's a negative stigma around 7-on-7. Not everyone has the same opinion, of course, but there are some people that say that 7-on-7, is bad for the game of football. Could you tell us about your opinion on that? Because me personally, I think the opposite. I think 7-on-7 is very beneficial to the game. It definitely has its benefits. But could you tell us about your opinion? How do you feel about it? What do you feel as some of the pros and cons to it?
It has a lot of pros to it. It gives a lot of people exposure. Most people have many different negative opinions on it. like they really don't understand. Like they just think like we going out there and playing basically tag, but it's not like that. Many college coaches come out there and you get like a lot of exposure, especially like when I go on my national trips. We be playing against 4 and 5 stars almost every game, and that brings a lot of publicity to it.
Right. Now you guys are coming off of a tough playoff loss last season, against Union Parish. Could you talk to us about that? What are some of the things that you guys have learned from that loss that will help y'all this season and which will give y'all some, I guess, a little more motivation towards this season?
Yeah, we learned to take accountability for our actions. We can't be pointing the finger saying, "Oh, you should have did this," or "We could have do this better." We just gotta, adjust throughout the game and talk as a unit and make sure we fixing things on the offensive and defensive side of the ball.
Absolutely. Now, I would imagine that you are a student of the game. So with that being said, what are some of the receivers that you're watching in today's game, and what exactly are you taking from their film and incorporating into your game?
For me, I like Devontae Adams. His route run is exceptional, close to none. I study his game. I study the way he approaches the game. And, I kind of try to mimic that side of it.
Right.
And another person is Jamar Chase. He a rookie, had a big breakout season. And me and him got a lot of things in common, I feel.
Absolutely. Now tell us, what are some of your goals from this upcoming season that you have in order?
Our personal goal is for us to win state. That's the main thing. And just for me, I'm trying to make all state. That's been a goal for me.
That's some great goals, man. And as we were talking about earlier, you guys are coming off of a tough loss, so I'm sure y'all are eager and ready to get out there and win state. That's great. What are some of the artists, top 5 artists that you listen to before games? Everyone has a different playlist or different artists that they may listen to. What's your personal what's going through the AirPods before the games?
And for me, man, I be turning up to that YB Young Boy. That's my main thing I be listening to, and he get me hyped before a game. I really don't listen to the artists.
Absolutely. Well, that's all the questions I have for you. Netterville, the floor is now yours.
Cullen, from watching your film, I noticed while you're running your routes, you're looking back at the quarterback while running your routes, which is only rare receivers have that trait. I be looking for receivers on a collegiate level and a pro level that don't do that, which means you've been taught the game of football well. Who was the first coach that taught you how to run your routes like that by looking at the quarterback when you're running your routes? And what advantage does it give you when you're running your routes over a DB looking back at the quarterback?
Coach Down really made me into the receiver I am now. And the whole looking back at the quarterback, like let's just say I wanted to fade or go. Turning my head, get the defender turning his head too. And once he turned his head, I know I got him because I'm finna break down and run something else. And he keep running down the field while I'm just now coming on my break. So yeah, that me turning my head plays a big role. Because as soon as I get the defender to turn his head, I know I got it.
Oh yeah. Hey bro, black and white don't lie. Hey, your film is too tough. You killing these boys. You killing them.
Sir.
What age did you start playing football, and how old was you when you started to take it serious?
I started playing football at like 4, 5, and I didn't really start taking it serious till probably I got to middle school. I knew I was good at it, but really me could critique and how I played the game that really started till I got to middle school.
How does your parents and coaches instill confidence in you?
And they instill it. Like I'm the type of person, like if you get on me, I know it's out of love. So, most of the time my parents getting on me, they want the best for me. So if I'm dropping a pass or if they see me not give my full effort, they gonna let me know and get on my behind like right then and there. And that type of love right there really brings out the best.
For sure, no doubt. No doubt. Name a time you was faced with adversity and how did you overcome it?
The time when I was faced with adversity, when I fractured my growth play and I was out for a good year, 2 years. I didn't really even want to play football anymore, to be honest. And then I feel like that's when I really tested how bad I wanted it. So, I got back on and started doing therapy. I remember the time me coming home crying, talking about I don't want to go back, but, I feel like that made me a better person.
That's deep. That's deep. That's deep. Hey, the world just found out something new about you for the ones that didn't know about your injury. Wow. Name some of your hobbies outside of football.
My hobbies, spend time with my family, and just, for me, every single time is dealing with football. So, I'm watching film, seeing what I could have done better, and just, playing 7-on-7, that's another thing. So it's football all year round.
Okay, so do you play Madden as well? Are you a Madden player?
Something like that. I'm not bad at it, but I'm not good at it. You know what I mean?
If you can describe yourself in 3 words, what would it be?
I'm a leader. I'm confident. And I'm just that type of person that go get it. Like, I want to achieve all my goals.
That's all right. For my last question, what is your burning desire?
My burning desire just to go to college and get a degree and hopefully make it to the NFL and just make my parents proud, make them feel like everything they putting into me, it all got a reason and it's going to plan out.
Absolutely. So, Cullen, before we end this interview, could you tell us your social media platforms so everyone who watches this can follow you?
Oh, my Instagram is official_error5 and my Twitter is Cullen Charles 5.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm gonna go follow that account too. Yeah, for sure.
Well, Cullen, man, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on Diamond in the Rough Sports Talk. You're a very great player, and we're rooting for you. You're gonna continue to do great things on a high school level as well as college. And Kendall and myself firmly believe you're an NFL player.
Oh yeah.
So just just keep going, stay grounded, stay humble, and just keep pushing, man. You're as I said earlier, you're a great player, man. A really good player.
Very advanced.
Very advanced. So with that being said, this will conclude this segment of Diamond in the Rough Sports Talk. Thank you.
All right, thanks for having me.
Absolutely.